today I am bringing you a year-end goals list, because obviously I wasn't reading much at the beginning of the year, so I didn't make any bookish resolutions. So it may be May, but I'm basically doing bookish resolutions of things I need to do this year. And let's quickly address the fact I changed my YouTube name. Folks, the long story short is A Real Page Turner was the channel I made 2.5 years ago. And while I do love that name still, it just doesn't feel like me. SS Books comes from my middle names. I have two middle names and they begin with S, so I like the SS as part of that, and it's more in line with what I have on my Instagram and Twitter, so I thought I'd change it, something a bit shorter, just SS Books. But yeah, let's get some goals down. So the first goal is I want to read 60 books. That's what I put as my Goodreads challenge. Obviously I'm very far behind on that at the moment because I've only read 3 books this year, but that's what I want to do. I want to read 60 books this year, and I mainly want to focus on reading books from my shelves because, as you may have seen that massive haul, I have loads of unread books. I think I have 132 on my list. I have a spreadsheet of all my books because I'm a sad person, and I think it's 132. So we need to get through some of them. But yes, let's go on to some more specific kind of goals. They're the only 2 general goals I have. I'm not too worried about what I read in regards to like genres and stuff, but I do have a lot of books that I think I need to get to this year, or at least try and get to. Obviously I won't get to all of them because there is a lot in this video that I want to get to, so let's just get started. The first one is the only reread I really want to do this year, and that's The Foxhole Court and the entire All the Game trilogy by Nora Sakavic. If you followed me last year, you'll see that I kind of died when this series entered my life. I fell in love with it. I love the characters. I love the world. It follows a boy who is basically the son of a criminal, and he's on the run from his dad, and he rather foolishly joins a university sports team because he kind of just goes, I can't wait around forever. And it's stunning, the character's beautiful, and I need to reread it because I need to. It basically kickstarts any reading, so if ever I'm feeling slumpish again, which I may because it's me, I just need to read this and it will kick me right out of that reading slump, almost guaranteed. So this is the first reread. The rest of the books are series I need to start and / finish, or finish. Depends on how this goes. But the first one I really need to finish is the Reckoners trilogy by Brandon Sanderson. I have Firefight and Calamity now, so I do own the complete trilogy. I've only read Steelheart though, so I need to get into this one and the next one. I mean, they follow a world where people got superpowers, the people who got superpowers were terrible people. So it's really interesting, really fun world. Just need to get back into it. This one I definitely need to start, and that is the Lunar Chronicles by Marissa Meyer, because I own all 4 books in it. This is the first one, Cinder. This follows a cyborg Cinderella, because all of them are sci-fi retellings of fairy tales, because Cinder is Cinderella, Scarlet is Little Red Riding Hood, Cress is Rapunzel, and Winter is Snow White. So, got all of that to get through, but I'm hoping just to at least get through Cinder this year. Next up, we have The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This is book 1 in the Stormlight Archive. This is only part 2, because I don't have part 1. So, I just need to pick up part 1, but I need to do it. I need to commit to the Stormlight Archive, because I love Brandon Sanderson's writing, and I just have to do it. I have to do it. So, this will happen, I think, whenever I get part 1. I will do it. I will do it. I'm strong enough to do this. It's just like talking yourself up to start a 1,000-page first book. Because obviously this is only half of it and it's quite big. So, yeah. This one. Then we have The Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, the first book in the Farseer trilogy. This follows a boy who is an illegitimate son of the kingdom, I believe, and he becomes an assassin's apprentice. I don't really know. All I know is that Robin Hobb writes loads. She is like a very well thought of fantasy writer. This is part of her realm of the Elderlings, and there is like 5 trilogies in this world. So if I ever want to finish the realm of the Elderlings, I need to start with this first one. So I have this one. I do have the next 2 books in the Farseer trilogy, so I can marathon it if I'm feeling ballsy. So we'll see. And then, of course, we have Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson. This is one I'm definitely, like, tempted to pick up soon because it is currently minus a sequel. Nightblood has not even been written yet. So, this is Warbreaker. It follows a... It's about kingdoms and gods, and all I know is that magic is related to colours, and I don't really want to know anything else. I just want to go into it and be pleasantly destroyed because it's Brandon Sanderson, and he is bloody amazing as a writer. So I just want to get into it. I hopefully will soon. I was actually tempted to pick this up on Friday when I finished... No, Thursday? Friday? Whatever day I finished The Dark Prophecy. I was tempted to pick it up then, but I didn't because I'm sensible. So I will pick this up soon, hopefully, and then we will see. The next one is a trilogy I need to complete, and that is the Grisha trilogy by Lee Bardugo. This is Siege and Storm, the next one's Ruin and Rising, and I actually own them both now, so I can actually do it. I have read Shadow and Bone now, so I'm doing much better, because if you watch my books to read by the end of 2016, Shadow and Bone was on there. So was half of these, to be honest, and Shadow and Bone is the only one I've read. So I will get around to it. I feel like this is the year for the Grisha trilogy and me. I wasn't feeling it marathoning. I feel like I can't marathon at the moment. I'm just still working myself back into reading. Don't want to commit to a marathon. So this one will be done at some point, I think. Then we have The Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Another recurring kind of book on these lists. I own the whole trilogy. Have I read any of it? No. Have I had the urge to pick it up? Sometimes. I just haven't done it. I haven't taken that step. All I know about this is that it follows angels and demons and like chimeras and stuff. Who knows? I will get into it. I just have to do it. Like, it's another one of those where I'm just hesitant to take the plunge because, like the Farsi trilogy, the last book is enormous. It's enormous. And this one's only 300 pages, but the last one's like 600 pages. So I will do it. I'm not sure if it'll be this year, but I will get into these soon. I promise. Promise. And then we have The Young Elites by Marie Lu. I own Legend, but this one appeals to me more. It's a high fantasy about a girl who is basically becoming a villain. She is like kind of an anti-heroine, very grey character. It's set in a world where there was a blood plague, something like that, and people got magic and superpowers or something like that. And basically it sounds really cool. I have all 3 books in the trilogy, I just need to read them. This is another one I was really tempted to pick up after The Dark Prophecy, but I picked up The Girl at Midnight, which is irrelevant, but I will hopefully get to this one soon. And then we have the 4th Brandon Sanderson entry on this, and that is The Rhythmatist. This is his, like, YA series that came before The Reckoners, but it's only 1 book. And it follows a boy without magic who is really good at drawing the chalk drawings, needed to use magic, but he doesn't actually have any. So him and his friend who does have magic, they kind of do something. I don't really know what, but I will read it because it's really short. I should have picked this up sooner rather than later, shouldn't I? Oh well. And then we have The Rhyhirria Revelations by Michael J. Sullivan, another perennial addition to this kind of list. This is the first book, Theft of Swords, which is a bind-up of 2 volumes. And I have no idea what the series is about. Didn't know a single thing. I own the whole trilogy, but it's a high fantasy series, and that's all I needed to know because I am high fantasy trash. So I have Theft of Swords. I will get round to it one day, I am sure. But hopefully sooner rather than later because I own the entire trilogy. And then the last, official entry on this list is The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, book 1 in the Kingkiller Chronicles, which follows a man named Koth, however we're saying that, who is telling his story to a chronicler, and this deals with his childhood and adolescence, I believe. All I know is that the writing is meant to be absolutely beautiful, and I cannot wait to start it. But I've been putting it off because I really want the last book to come out so I can read all 3 of them, which is really ballsy because the second book is 900 pages long, so we will endeavour to start this year if Doors of Stone is coming out this year. I'm hoping it is. So, this one as well. There are a couple of honorary mentions, Warrior Air and The Demon King by Cinda Williams-Chimer, but those are low on my priority list. These are high. And I have loads of books that I need to read. I haven't finished Vampire Academy yet. That's should be quite high, but it's not. on top of that, there's the rereads that I could add on, like Percy Jackson, Harry Potter. They're kind of ones that I know I need to reread, so I will get around to it. But that is all the video. That's all the ones I definitely want to do, and I'm sorry if this video was a little bit energyless. I just woke up from a nap. So, I will have another video up soon. Goodbye.